Hello everyone, and welcome back to Farming Sim 19. It is Saturday morning. I'm not used to recording in the mornings, but I didn't get a chance to yesterday, and I really wanted to keep working on our cows, so I got a little excited and just loaded it up, and here we are on a beautiful, cold Saturday morning. So let's continue. We got to sell this wheat, pick up the straw, get it in there. Someone did remind me in the comments that the straw is for solid manure. So if you don't give them straw, then they only produce slurry or liquid manure. And then the straw will provide you solid, which will collect here, which we will do. I did not test the biogas slurry stuff off camera. We might just do it on camera. But I did finish this, and I finished the mowing, so we got a couple things accomplished. For now, let's get this out of the way. We still have quite a bit of wheat. And let's find our tractor, which is, of course, over here. So that's the one issue. I changed the setting last time for the engine. And of course the one problem with that is when you get in the vehicle you have to manually push enter. But I think if we're going to be swapping, why is this not folding? If we're going to be swapping in and out of vehicles, I do like it because then the engine doesn't shut off when you leave the vehicle. I could almost take this into... We almost need to wash these, don't we? I mean, they're disgusting. So we're going to take a minute today to drive over to our farm where our car wash is, or we could just buy a separate car wash over here. They're cheap. We could put one right there. Yeah, I mean 5,000 is not gonna hurt us too badly at this point, so let's just get a second one. Miscellaneous. What else do we have? We're going to need a water station probably by the cows. We can look into getting an electric tractor. That's with the Alpine farming track instead of using fuel. And I do like the vehicle workshop, but we probably don't need that yet. So let's just buy one of these. Doesn't really matter. I guess we'll just put it there. And I wonder how long it stretches. Like how, if I pick this up, how far can I go? We could wash that. We can wash that. Is it washing? Yeah, just taking a while. We could even, nope, can't quite get over there. Okay. Okay, that's looking better. Even our tractor itself needs a little shine on it. It's starting to look like my actual car. My goodness. My car is just covered in like salt right now because of all the crazy winter, but gotta wait for a day that's not, you know, -5 degrees out before I can wash it, so looking forward to that day. You can tell I'm old because I'm just like getting antsy and excited to wash my car. Let's get this back in the shed? Barn? Lean-to? What do we call this? Now, we could windrow right now, but I think I want to deal with the field first. Gosh, we really need a second tractor. We can't afford it right now because we're going to have a lot of stuff to buy for the cows. But it would be really nice if I could, like, set someone on planting while I continued to do the grass work over here, but for now, just one thing at a time. And someday we'll own this property as well. This is your starter property. Just a reminder, if you ever start a new game and go with that option. Okay, wheat. Where are we going to sell ya? Grain mill, and that is way down yonder. It's the one that's by our old field, if we remember way back 20 episodes ago when I first bought that field 21 down there and immediately sold it for a better one. Seems like forever ago. I guess that was like mid-November, wasn't it? Or late November, whenever Alpine came out. Alright, so we should make about 31,000. Which won't hurt. And then we have about 7,000 left to sell. How much is a silo? Because we could also just stick it in a silo. Oh, they're very expensive. We could also store it in the train silo, because that's free. But as I was kind of talking about last time with the great demands, there's not really a reason to anymore unless you're trying to stockpile food for your animals. And for cows, unless I'm completely forgetting something, which is entirely possible, I think we only need grass, hay, and silage. I don't think we actually use crop for them. So, with that being said, I don't think there's a point to save wheat, which would be for chickens and maybe pigs. I think also take a grain. I think they take grains, tuber. There's like 4 categories: grains, tuber, corn, and something else I'm missing. Okay, so if we check our cows, we should see they have nothing. Yep, cleanliness is good, which I don't remember if I have a mod installed for that yet. Water we can do easily. Is there a river nearby to get water? Yeah. So water, we probably won't need a tank because we were right by what should be a free source of water. We just need to buy the tank, which is easy enough. If we go to... Nope. Animals? Yeah, so there's water tank, and then I think we'll need a milk at some point. So we could just buy this, but it's nice to be able to store water permanently and just sort of keep it where it needs to be. So we will keep them as 2 separate tanks instead of trying to use both of them. You know what, I'm not going to sell this right now because I don't want to make that trip again. Let's instead just go to the shop and get that tank of, well, right now it's a tank of nothing, tank of air, and then we'll bring it back and see if we can find a way to safely get it to the river without falling in. And check if it's free, which it should be. And if it's not, then we'll just buy a water tank, because that will cost money anyway. I'm in the middle of watching True Grit here in the background of my office slash room slash study, whatever you want to call it. Den. Is that still a term that's used? I refuse to use the word man cave because it grosses me out a bit. But anyway, about halfway through it. I think the last time I watched True Grit was in 2010 when it came out. And for some reason I just had like a hankering this morning to like watch it. I think maybe because it reminds me a bit of Red Dead 2. And yeah, it's so far, it is a really good movie. The actress is killing it. Jeff Bridges, amazing. So if you haven't seen it, the 2010, I haven't watched like the original 60s or 70s version. But yeah, it's super, super good. Let's find a place, maybe here. Looks a little steep, but we'll give it a shot. Worst case scenario, we have to reset it. Am I hitting the wrong button? There we go. Just wasn't deep enough. And of course, once it's full, it's going to be heavier to pull out. Because the physics actually work pretty well in this game, I think. Okay. Cool. We won't use a lot now because we only have like 6 cows. But once we're ready to pull the trigger, we'll buy like a ton of them. And then we'll really go through the water really quickly. So I think this one looks... Oh, that's probably where you buy them, huh? Yeah, okay. I thought it was weird that you couldn't buy them directly from the place. So remember that. Alright. Fill it up with water. So 6 cows. Oh, I have 7? 8? 7. Oh, wow. So 7 cows almost uses a full tank. So maybe we won't buy a ton. Maybe we'll do like 10. Well, let's just buy 10 then. And we'll just kind of see how many resources that takes. So we'll keep with the Holstein type. So there should be 10. 10. Okay. Oh, it automatically emptied it. So it's not quite full of water, but it looks like it's about 8,000 to fill it. So just a little larger than our tank. And that means if we ever want, we could maybe just do... Oh, that's 73. Yeah. And this one you need like a... It looks like this one you need like a semi, like a truck. I might be wrong about that though. Okay, so does that do anything for them? I don't think so. Let me speed up time. Sometimes it takes a little real game time to like boost any of this. Oh yeah, they reproduce in these games, don't they? I always think that's just for pigs, but... Okay, so water doesn't do anything on its own, but I don't think anything will happen without water, if that makes sense. So I'm pretty sure if we filled up like all their food and straw, they would still be at 0 until you water them. So it's sort of like the trigger, but only water doesn't do anything. So let's now do just a bit of straw. Where's my loading wagon? What in the world? Oh, I know where it is. We've been using it for grass, and that we're probably not done doing like silage industry. Oh, this would be a good time to test slurry if we're gonna head there. So let's just rent a slurry tank because I just want to see if I can actually fill one up at the biogas plant. I think that's what I want. Does this? Yeah, 9 meters. Let's just lease one. So this will be a $1,200 test, but I think that'll be worth it. Because if it works, then we get free fertilizer from now on. From both the biogas plant and the cow lot, or cow sanctuary. Oh, come on. Come on, you can do it. That train is starting to really bother me a lot. Come on. We got this. So close. Okay, maybe not. So we'll just reset it. And try that again. Wait, I was in it, wasn't I? So we'll have to reset that, and I think that's all we had. We didn't have the front loader on it, thankfully. Bad driving, and we're good. I think I might have to sneeze here in a second, so I'll let you know. There we go. Yeah, so my prediction is that this is not going to work, only because I couldn't find a way to like see how much slurry we had. So I'm still unconvinced that biogas gives you slurry to use, but I do want to try it for the sake of the video. I guess we could see if it tells us here. Yeah, it does not. I think it'd be this. Yeah, you can sell it, it looks like, at the biogas plant. So maybe that's just for selling manure and slurry, like that tank, but yeah, we'll keep experimenting with it. Okay. So if I pull up to here, let's get our turn on slurry tank, unload. Is there a way to fill? Start filling. Holy cow. So it's not called slurry now, it's called digestate, which makes sense because there is a, when you look here, there's this symbol. So this is slurry, which would be from our cows. This is digestate. If we go into help, which is actually usually helpful if you can find stuff, they need like a search box, search bar. Did I miss it? I'm sure they have a thing on digestate here. But I'm not seeing it. Slurry, manure. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably just missing it. Wow, that's cool. Okay. So it looks like it has an 800,000 liter max, and we have 146,000. Okay. We're not going to fill it up. We're not going to use it, but I assume it's used just like fertilizer, because that's kind of how this game works. So cool. It's still weird to me you can't like see the number without the actual tank, but you can't, I guess. All right, well, let's turn that lease in before I forget, and we'll keep on. Wait, we leased this? I thought we bought that. Okay, we need to turn both these in so we don't keep paying for a lease cost for that. Oh, our bunker's like empty. And I did not do that. Okay, well, thanks game. I guess it just clears it out. I'm not sure when it knows to do that, but that is nice to know. And we can get back to our farm. And for this I am going to skip ahead since it's kind of a drive. And I'll see you in a few seconds. Alright, so I went ahead and just filled this up once, which took only a pass in about 2/3. So let's see how much of this it takes to bed 10 cows. And I assume this is what this is. Yeah. So then where's food go? Oh, probably on the other side of that building. Okay, so straw, and this will start producing solid manure once we actually feed them. And that only takes 10,000. So now we sort of have not a problem, but we need to decide what to do. So a couple options. We can buy a smaller loading wagon just for straw, and that way we can store it in, like, we can basically use it as a storage unit. So we could spend 30,000 on this and just keep it full of straw off to the side and use it when we need it. We could invest a lot of money in this hayloft, which is really cool. It stores straw and hay, I think. Yeah. Or is that grass? No, it's hay, straw and hay. And oh, it even says right there, storage space for hay and straw. And it just works like a silo bin. You put it in there, and when you drive under it, you choose straw hay, and you can unload it into any trailer or store or loading wagon. It's awesome. It looks cool. It's expensive. So we'll have to see about that. The other thing we could do, and this is probably what we will do, is we need a baler anyway, like one that doesn't, because the one we have now automatically bales it into silage. We have this one. We need to we'll probably buy this other Pottinger. I can't tell if that's square or... Can't tell if that's a square baler or a round. We want a square baler. So I might just buy this one, because I know this one's a square. Wait, what? Or do we have this one? Now I'm confused. This one is square. So this one's cheap enough, I assume this is round, but we'll test it first. But we need that anyway for our mixed ration, and then we can just keep a stack of straw bales off to the side somewhere, and then we can get the bale shooter outer, which is this, one of these things, and you put the straw in and it like shoots it out into bedding. Though I've also found before that you can just like put a straw bale in there and it just works, but they may have fixed that. So those are sort of our options. I'm leaning towards the baler just because I like the aesthetics of like stacks of bales. So we'll probably do that, but we're not going to do it today, because today we're going to call that an episode. So next time we will figure out this straw situation. If you guys have other options, let me know in the comments. If there's something I'm missing, we will also probably get to feeding them a little bit. I think right now nothing is happening because they need food before any of this triggers. So we'll get to hopefully giving them some mixed ration, and we should only need the mixed ration because it says 100% if we do it. Okay, thanks so much for watching. If you're watching this today, enjoy your Saturday. If you're watching this any other day, enjoy that day that you are on. And I guess in sum, have yourselves a very nice day.